Hello, welcome to my weekly vlog. I'd like to welcome you to Tracy Harchie Coaching. I'm Tracy. I am a certified weight and life coach, certified hypnotherapist, and rapid transformational therapist. In this week's vlog, I'd like to talk about the mindset of perfection versus progress. And so, whenever you're attempting to make any type of change in your life, a lot of people fall into a mindset of really all or nothing. I'm either in or I'm out. I'm doing all the things or I'm doing nothing. And this is a very diet mentality way of thinking. You're in or you're out. And this doesn't necessarily just have to do with food, but any type of changes that you're wanting to make in your life. And it's a really easy place to really completely derail yourself or self-sabotage. So let's look at this. If you're trying to make a change and you're in a perfection mindset, you're probably doing all the things at one time and you're very rigid in your thinking. It's got to be perfect. And so when you slip up on one little thing, which usually is what happens, then you're out, right? You've screwed it up. All right, I told you I couldn't do it. I knew it wasn't going to work because it never does. And you've just created more evidence of that, right? So you've proved to yourself. And this creates a mindset of it's very self-defeating. You've got a lot of shame and blame, and it's a vicious cycle, and it doesn't get you anywhere except feeling crappy about yourself. So I'd like to look at the contrast to that, which is a mindset of progress. And so when you're really out of perfection mindset and you're desiring to make a change in your life, really the first thing that you're going to start doing is changing who you're showing up as. And that is a whole nother video that we're going to do. But really starting with small shifts. And every time you make a small shift and a small change and you start doing the action steps and you start having progress, you're celebrating, you're acknowledging, you're cognizant of every step that you're doing. It really puts you in a much more positive state. You know that you're making progress, even if it's incremental. You can see that you're moving in the right direction, whether that's really celebrating yourself daily or weekly or monthly. It keeps you motivated. It keeps you feeling good about yourself. You're showing up for yourself over and over and over, and you're loving yourself over and over and over. And eventually you make the desired changes. And the other thing that you're doing is as you're doing the actions that it takes to get there, you're also giving yourself, if you make the wrong choice, you're giving yourself grace and you're figuring out how to do it better next time instead of throwing your hands up and beating yourself up over it. It's a much, much more loving place to be, and it's much more sustainable. When you're making your changes and acknowledging your progress, it's about really being there's such a way of showing yourself kindness and love and celebration that just feels so much different. I talk to my clients about when they're making change about comparing that to like a big cruise ship. And this cruise ship isn't going to just turn on a dime, right? It's a process, and it's all about progress. And so if you make small changes and you make small changes, you make small changes, you're completely changing the trajectory of this ship, right? And so every small change you make really makes a huge difference on where you show up. And so if you're thinking in that manner, you know that every time you celebrate some small victory, you're moving that cruise ship, you're moving your goals, you're towards your goals. It's a really positive place to be. So I invite you to really look at how you're showing up when you're wanting to make changes in your life. Do you have an attitude of perfection? Is it all or nothing? Or are you moving in a place of grace and a place of celebrating all of your small accomplishments and really just monitoring your progress and knowing that you're moving in the right direction? So I invite you to look at that and make whatever shifts that you can to be more on the side of progress than perfection. So thank you for watching. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and my website is tracyharchie.com. I am currently accepting clients for my one-on-one coaching and also for my signature coaching program, which is Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Body, Change Your Life. If you'd like more information on how to work with me, there is you can schedule a free discovery call, and there's either a button or a link in my bio. And this is just a free call where we can chat and figure out if we're a good fit for each other. So I'd love to connect with you. Thank you again for watching, and have a great weekend. Happy Friday.